Today I spotted really large buying activity on the order flow, and I want to show you all how I spotted this and yielded a $17,000 profit. On the day, I am up 17K in profits, but this trade specifically was a $26,000 profit and a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio because we're spotting the large buyers and getting in directly when we see this. Understand this trade, the market was bouncing off of 60.25, which is the same level I took the market long off of yesterday that I made a video on. So in the pre-market plan, as long as the market was above 60.25, I wanted to remain bullish and look for ways to play long. Now, the market bounced off of this perfectly and rallied in the overnight session. We're opening up much higher, and then we get a dip down. Now, what's very important here is around 10:15 to about 10:22 Eastern time, in this period of consolidation is where the buying volume appeared. Now, pulling up a footprint chart, what we're going to see here is at 60.43, as the market is uptrending, we see an outlier in the delta of minus 334, which is highlighted right here. Now, what this tells me is as the market is rallying up, trades are hitting the bid, which is usually a bearish position, but in this context, the market was uptrending. Now, on top of that, about 7 minutes later, the market, as we are rallying up at the same exact price at 60.43, we see a buy order or positive delta for 418 at the same exact price we saw the sell order there. Now, whether this is a large buyer, large seller present, that's to be determined. But that is when the market looks like this. Now, what's important here is that there were multiple pieces of confluence that enabled me to take a long entry off of this. Number one was a pullback down into this trend line. Number two was VWAP. Number three was this selling activity, then buying activity at 60.43. And number four, if you were to look at a heat map, you can see the large bubble here, which indicates that large print that I just mentioned. The market sharply, aggressively, and violently pulls back into 60.43, which was an area of low volume. So we had 4 or 5 pieces of confluence here that indicated if 60.43 held, this would indicate a long position. We've established 60.43 as a level of interest. The market pulls back into this, finds support, and I'm comfortable getting long there at 60.42 with a 2-point stop loss, going for a target which was above the high of day. So there's the sharp aggressive pullback into that. And then after the market consolidated, bounced, and eventually hit my target, which was above the high. And this yielded me a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio or a $26,000 profit.